مهمی بوده که البته از ایشون سوال کردم این ایده از کجا اومده. همونجوری که میبینید تو تصویر یه همچین کاری رو به این قشنگی اسم ایران رو زنده کردن در غرب لس آنجلس. و همینجوری که میدونید سوال کردم اینو کیه، گفتن آقای حلمی اومدن توی آفیس ایشون باشون صحبت کردن، گفتن یه همچین کاری رو ما میخوایم انجام بدیم و بعد فرهنگ فاندیشن اومدن فاند ریزینگ کردن، اومدن پول جمع کردن و بعد دیگه تمام سلسله مراتب و فرهنگ فاندیشن انجام دادن با کمک سیتی آف لس آنجلس و پال کورتز که واقعا مقام کانسل ممبری اون منطقه رو داره. یک پلاس یعنی یک نقطه عطفی برای ما ایرانی ها در قسمت آمریکا به خصوص لس آنجلس یا تهران جلسه ما یه همچین اتفاقی افتاده میده و این کردیت شما به کسی نخواهیم داد جز مستر پال کورتز.
Absolutely. We should say thank you and thank you and thank you. سوال من از شما این است خانم شمالیان که امروز در لس آنجلس به خصوص بخش وست‌وود میبینیم که بیزینس های جدیدی میاد و بیزینس های قدیمی میره کنار. مثل شرکت کتاب که امروز در وست‌وود فعالیت نداره. چقدر تاثیر میذاره برای توریست و برای کسانی که در اون شهر در اون خیابون رفت و آمد دارن؟
Can you explain?
I'm talking about some new businesses come and some old businesses they close and they leave. So how much it affects to the tourist people and Iranian community, they come and go, is going better or not, or you know the business goes down because the people they are not interested to come more to Westwood area.
Of course اونا که رفتن کتاب که روی وست‌وود بولوارد بود خیلی می اومدن که برن تو اون مغازه. It was a real treasure تو وست‌وود که اون مغازه اونجا بود. ولی هنوز خیلی بیزنس هست اونجا که توریستا میرن اونجا، مثلا Saffron and Rose, which is a very famous ice cream store on Westwood Boulevard.
خدا بیامرز حاجی آقا.
بله.
Saffron and Rose, excellent business.
گل بلبل.
آره.
و جواد چقدر زحمت کشیده واقعا.
I think you know خیلی مهمه که اونجا we are proud که این section هستش Persian Square. آقای کورتز حرف زد درباره که ما میخوایم برند اونجا رو بیشتر برند کنیم که Persian Square هستش. دوست دارن آدم بیان تو لس آنجلس توریستا ببینن what is the Persian community, what have they contributed to Westwood. مثلا میخوایم این artwork ها رو بزنیم رو utility boxes to draw more tourists. بعدش که میخوایم این utility boxes رو بکنیم میخوایم مثلا رو crosswalk ها بذاریم Persian rug design.
That's interesting.
که اونجا بیان ببینن
تو سایدواک.
آره رو سایدواک بذاریم که عکس بگیرن.
یعنی توی پیاده رو میخواید عکس چیزایی رو بذاریم مثل هالیوود که عکس هنرپیشه ها اسم هنرپیشه ها رو میذارن، شما میخواید مثلا اسمای ایرانی که فرش ایران یا چیزایی که
exactly
celebrities or the business.
No, not celebrities.
Only the design.
بله. This is our ideas to bring
for the sidewalk,
for the crosswalks and the sidewalks.
I don't think I've seen that done anywhere else with Persian artwork. I think that's an unusual idea.
That's really very good idea.
In the city of Santa Monica, they did do artwork on the street, on the crosswalk. So we want to replicate something like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I have a question for you, Mr. Paul Koretz. Do you have any? Are you trying to get some budget, something, to facelift Westwood Boulevard? Because the buildings is kind of old. Even though we have a lot of Persians, they are there, they are tenants, some of them they are owners. But is there any budget, any restriction to try to help them, help the owner to change the facing of the elevation of Westwood Boulevard on both sides?
It's difficult to find the funding for that. One of the things we've been trying to do first is Westwood Village has a business improvement district where they are trying to do that, where they're fixing the sidewalks and trimming trees and doing the things that the city doesn't have the money to get to. And it's starting to look better and it's starting to attract more businesses. What we'd like to do is connect that to this stretch of Westwood Boulevard from Santa Monica to Wilshire, and enable them to put some funding into fixing up that section as well.
That would be great.
So I haven't had success yet, but it's something we have on our minds and will continue to work towards.
That would be great, though. That would be great. Because we are looking forward to it. Because it's the way we see Westwood Boulevard, it's a lot of Persian businesses there, but it's very sad when you see the elevation of the building, the facade, is not desirable.
Well, we hope
it's not something that
we hope what we're doing with the utility boxes, what we're going to do with the crosswalks, what we're doing with adding trees.
It's gonna help. It's gonna help.
It's each is a step in the right direction.
That would be
so
perfect.
to make Westwood Boulevard certainly a more attractive place.
That would be perfect.
Mr. Kouros, is there any plan for the future to prevent of traffic in Westwood Boulevard? Because somehow we see the traffic getting more and more day by day in Westwood.
Well, I had sort of a fight with the bicycling community. There was a proposal, in my view, to make traffic worse on Westwood Boulevard in the Westwood Village area between Wilshire and the UCLA campus. They were going to put a bicycle lane on both sides. And I thought, since there are 900 buses a day, 25,000 cars a day, that it would be an unsafe place to put it. So I fought. It took me a couple of years to change the plan to move it one block over to Gailey Avenue, which is not very heavily trafficked. And so it won't back up traffic more and it'll be safer to bicycle. So I helped keep us from making it worse. But I'm not sure that we have any ideas yet for how to make it better.
Okay.
Other than we're going to bring transit directly to Westwood, so hopefully folks that take the Purple Line from downtown all the way to Westwood Village, that will help reduce traffic to some degree. We're also hoping to connect the Expo line either by shuttles or some other method to Westwood Village and Westwood Boulevard.
Okay, that's good news. Tell us about something good is happening in Los Angeles about Olympic. Am I right? Jasmine, first I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
You probably were a small kid when the first Olympic, if I'm not mistaken, 1984. 84.
I wasn't born yet.
You were not born. It was happening in the city of Los Angeles. And I was plan check engineer in the city, and we were issuing building permit, especially for the Olympic. A lot of things in airport, LA airport, it was a lot of changes, a lot of addition, a lot of renovations. Do you have any good news?
Well, I think the whole Olympics will be good news. And it's a very different Olympics than we had in 1984 because it was a very divisive issue. The council was almost 50-50 against having the Olympics. There was essentially 7 members that wanted it, 7 members that didn't, and the 15th member at the end made a decision, and it was a 8-7 vote. This Olympics, it's unanimous. The whole 15 council members, the mayor, everybody wants it. The last Olympics was such a good experience, but this one is more perfect because last time we had to encourage people that weren't interested in the Olympics to leave town for a few days so traffic would be light, which it was. But this time we're going to have transit. So we'll have the Purple Line that goes from downtown to Westwood Village. We're going to have the Olympic Village rather than having to build one. It's going to be UCLA student housing. They'll be closed for the summer. There'll be plenty of housing, and the city and UCLA happens to plan to build thousands of additional units. So by the time the Olympics happen, we'll have transit we we don't have right now. We'll have extra housing, but it all was going to be built anyway. We have 2 football stadiums that are going to be built. We have
In where?
I think one in Inglewood and one in Carson, if I
Okay.
recall correctly. Neither in LA proper.
I see.
We're going to have a soccer stadium where the
So
sports
city of
arena.
Inglewood is a separate city, obviously. You know, they,
Yes.
Yes.
Then downtown, next to the Coliseum, where the sports arena used to be, which became a very outdated arena, we're going to have a brand new soccer stadium.
That's interesting.
So,
Are we going to have a soccer Olympic as well?
I'm sure the sports
It's gonna
soccer
be
will
the
be,
soccer.
will be one of the most closely watched, I assume.
Wow.
We also, as of today, we voted to make Los Angeles the city chosen by the United States bid for an international soccer tournament in 2026.
Wow, that's interesting.
So, and again, the same thing. We will have newly built soccer stadiums. We'll also have the Coliseum or the Rose Bowl to play those games. We won't have to build stadiums. We won't have to build transit because it'll be built by then. Again, it's a city that's well known now for its soccer. It has hundreds of thousands of soccer fans, and it's the right place to have it. And it'll put us on the map twice in 2 years.
That's
So
interesting.
we'll have a great soccer year, and then we'll have a great Olympic year 2 years later. I think it'll highlight all the positives of the city of Los Angeles and increase tourism dramatically, and it's going to be a win-win for the city.
That's congratulations.
About the population of the Westwood area, is that true? They mostly are Iranian or not?
Well, I think it's the largest segment of the Iranian community is in Westwood
And
in
the
terms,
second?
in terms of Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
It's one of the largest communities in the world outside of Iran itself. And so, I'm proud to get to represent such a large portion of
What
of
other
the
minority
community.
are active in that area at this moment?
In my district,
Uh-huh. Except Iran.
there really aren't any other large minorities. There's a tiny number of Latinos comparatively to the rest of the
Not too
city.
many.
There's a small Russian community, but really the Persian community, if you consider the Persian community a quote minority, it is the one large minority in the
West Side.
fifth council district.
Exactly. And your district, if we look at the map, if we have it, it goes from west side into Encino as well,
Yes.
all the way to Mulholland.
So it goes
to
as
the
far
valley.
south as Culver City and Sony Studios.
Okay.
The western boundary is the 405 freeway. The eastern boundary is Highland Avenue, and the northern boundary is the north end of Encino. So it's a very large district. I believe
Like
it's the
Encino,
largest district
Where does
in
it
the city.
stop on Encino? On Ventura Boulevard or?
No. That's the northern boundary of Encino. I think is Victory Boulevard.
Lindley.
Oh, you go all the way down
Lindley
up
on
to
the west,
Lindley on the west.
and I believe it's Victory Boulevard on
Yeah.
the north.
Lindley and Victory. How about the other side? How does it go the other?
On the
angle?
east side,
Other-
it's around
You can't see it.
Sepulveda. I
It's in
can't
the
tell you
map.
the exact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What grade you give to Iranian community as a activity since 10 years ago up to now?
Well, I think in general the Iranian community is
No, but businesses. You know what the
overall
grade is.
it's probably the most successful immigrant community in the country. There are so many people that came here with nothing and have businesses. Everything from development to healthcare to antiquities sales to real estate. And many other occupations. In the city of Los Angeles, the brain power in the city, the engineers, overwhelming number are Persian, and have